Hello. So I decided to do a video for my reaction to the language that's used in Clockwork Orange and how so frustrating it is to read this book. I had to use a study guide to be able to decipher and understand what was happening, and I feel like I spent more time. I tried not to. I tried my hardest not to, but I just could not get the ins and outs. I had to reread so many things to understand, character building, the insights of themselves and all that, all that jazz, and very aggravating. And from what I understand, maybe the reasoning why the author decided to make this book a difficult thing to read and to decipher is because the characters themselves are stuck in a world that is hard to decipher and to make sense out of. I feel like the language correlates with the amount of confusion that is within that world, that people don't know what's right and wrong, and how frustrating that must feel. In my part of the section that I got assigned to, when Alex is detained and he's inside of the cell and he starts dreaming, in that dream you can feel that he is searching to be a good person, that he has not been entirely been dissolved into this society. Excuse me. But again, I was really frustrated with with the reading. I remember just giving up, and I think that shows, how if we were to be in that society, how many people would give up, and maybe, I'm not sure. It's so hard. It's a really hard read, and I understand why now you tell me that it is a hard read. It is a hard read. But again, I really feel that the frustration that the author gave us to make sense of this world is just as confusing as the people in the world to them. So again, I don't think I would read this book again if I had the chance to, if I had leisure. I'm gonna leisurely read this book. I'm not. I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna tell people to watch that movie. I'm not gonna tell people to read it. And if they do decide to read it, I'm please get a study guide, because I read a whole different story in the beginning when I didn't use the guide, because I was trying to figure it out on my own. And when I reread it, it was a completely different story. So again, it shows how confusing, language can be, and if language is distorted. And in a world where language is distorted, you can't make ins and outs of up and down. It shows how important language can be. So yeah, that's my take on it. Wouldn't do it again. Thank you so much for it, but I'll pass. Okay, sir, I'm gonna pass on that. Thank you very much.